online lesson for Thursday the 14th of November. Today we're going to be testing your imagination, seeing if you can find some really good attacking moves. And to start off with, I've got what I think is an imaginative puzzle. 3 of you have solved it so far, and the first one was Derek, so let's have a talk to Derek. You there, Derek?
Yes.
Okay, you were the first one to solve the puzzle, so well done. So tell everyone what the answer is.
Bishop d6 check. Bishop d6 check.
Bishop d6 check. Okay. What made you think of that?
Look at all checks and captures. Look at all checks and captures.
Yeah, look at all checks and captures. That's one of the ways to do it. So now what happens is if black takes with the d8 rook, we've got queen e7 mate. So that's no good. If he takes with the bishop, we've got queen takes d8 check. So that's not much good either. And if he takes with the other one, the rook on d1, we've still got queen e7 mate. So basically, no matter what he does after bishop d6 checks, white has a good move. Now, most combinations have a sort of theme or a name, like a fork or a pin or something like that. What sort of theme do you reckon this combination is? Any idea what you'd call this type of combination?
Decoy sacrifice?
No. Have a look. So at the moment, black's 2 rooks are protecting each other, and also the bishop is covering the e7 square. So both of those things black needs to keep happening. So they intersect on d6. So when we play d6, it's called an interference theme. So we're interfering with the rooks protecting each other and the bishop covering e7. And no matter what we take back with, we can't cover both of those things at the same time. It's not a terribly common theme, but it's really pretty when it happens, because bishop d6, that's a nice move. I saw a similar puzzle once with Grandmaster Tony Miles, where he played, I think it was bishop e5, and it could be captured 3 ways, and none of them were any good, using the same interference theme. So I hope you guys can put that in your memory bank, and you might see it in one of your games at some stage. Okay, now let's get started on the game today. So will you start me off with the first few moves then, Derek? You happy to continue?
Sure.
Sure. All right. Just to set the scene, this is one of my own games. I was playing black, and it dates way back to 1977. What happened was that year the Chess Olympiad was in Israel, and afterwards some of us went to Europe and played chess for a little while. So I went to Holland and played in a Masters tournament at Wakanazay, which was good fun. And my opponent in one of the games was a Spanish IM, of similar rating to me, called Juan Bellon, Senor Bellon. And he was pretty famous because he was a wild attacking player. Very, very dangerous attacking player. And he had one other claim to fame, which is a bit strange, because he got to the board probably 10 or 15 minutes before the start of play, before most of the players had arrived, and he brought with him a packet of coloured iridescent texture pens. And what do you think he did with it?
Not sure.
He coloured in his score sheet. He had the most beautiful score sheet of any chess player I've ever seen. He'd have yellows and pinks and reds, and he'd colour it all in. I don't know why, but that was his calling card. I guess there was something to do and settled him down before the game. Anyway, all right, let's get started and have a look at the game. So now, what I want you guys to think of, mainly from White's point of view, that you're going to look at his moves. So he was the attacking player, I was the defending player. So you've got to use your imagination to see if you can find his good attacking moves and focus on keep finding something to threaten. All right, off we go. So he plays e4, I played e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, so this is pretty boring. So I just copied, played knight f6. Do you play this in any of your games, Derek? Is this an opening you play?
No, I normally play the Scotch.
Okay. I know a lot of kids put out their 4 knights and then off they go. But there is a tricky line that white can play that I used to play a lot at university. You play d4 here, threatening to take on d5. So what should black do?
He takes d4.
Yeah, he should take back with the pawn. Now, instead of the knight taking back on d4, which looks like the normal move, there's this tricky move.
Knight d5.
Knight d5. Do you know what it's called?
The Belgrade Gambit.
Belgrade Gambit. So you have played this before or seen it?
Yes.
Yes, it's a pretty fearsome attacking opening unless you know the theory, but I was hopefully booked up a bit on it, so I had my own line all ready to play. Alright, so I took his knight, he takes me back, and then I played knight b4. So I'm attacking his pawn on d5. Alright, what do you think he should do, Derek? What would be a good move for white?
Bishop c4.
Bishop c4. Okay. That's actually the move I was hoping he was going to play. And I had a tricky line here. Let me have a look. I've written down here. I was going to play queen e7 check. And then he was going to do a sneaky thing, king d2. So that's threatening to win my queen. So my queen was going to run away to c5. He'd probably check me. I'd block with the bishop. And he'd go queen e2. And then I had a new move that apparently Ian Rogers and Guy West had played. I was going to play b5. Try and undermine the bishop from protecting that d5 pawn. And it's a really messy game, as you can see. But he didn't do that. He didn't do queen takes pawn either, because I played knight takes c2. He did knight takes pawn. So I took his pawn. Alright, so this is the fairly normal position of the Belgrade Gambit. We've both got a knight developed. White's a pawn down. I want you guys to put on your thinking cap and think what attacking move do you reckon white played next. So type in on the questions what move you reckon is to play for white. See if we can find Senor Bellon's move. Liam's going bishop c4, Joey's going bishop c4. Lucas is going bishop c5, which is illegal. British wants to play pawn to c4. Alright, Derek, which one did you choose?
Bishop c4.
Yep, bishop c4. I think most people are choosing that. It looks fairly obvious. Let's have a look. Now, I'm not sure whether I've forgotten my analysis now, whether I just play c6 or I move my knight. Not sure what I would have done, but that's not the move he played. He did something which looks a bit naughty, because he moved a piece twice in the opening when it's already developed. He played knight f5. Okay, so let's say we were black. That looks like a funny move. What's the idea, do you reckon, Derek? What's he up to?
To attack the knight.
Alright, so he's obviously threatening queen takes knight. So what could I do?
c6.
Pawn to c6, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yes, now the trouble with that would be queen e2 check. Now if he drops the knight back, I've got knight d6 mate, and if he blocks with the bishop, then I win on g7. So I can't do c6. And in fact he is threatening, I suppose, queen e2 check, and if the bishop blocks that g7, pawn's gone. So, any idea what black should play?
Knight e7.
Yes, knight e7. I think that's the only move. Alright, so I'm sitting there, I'm a pawn up. He's not threatening anything, so it looks alright. So white needs to find some attacking move that can threaten something. Remember the basics of attacking and get our pieces out quickly. So let's have another go. No one got knight f5. See if you can guess his move here. So type in the question what you reckon white played here. Thomas has found the right move. Bridges is suggesting queen e2. Lucas is suggesting queen e2. Bridges has changed his mind. Joshua wants bishop g5. Lucas changed his mind, bishop g5. Derek, what are you thinking? Anything appeal?
Bishop c4.
Bishop c4. And what are you going to do if I take your knight?
Oh, okay. That's mine.
Yeah. Before you make your move, you've got to say, what's he going to reply? Right, so bishop c4 is a no-no, and black is actually threatening knight takes knight. So what can we do? Oh, Joshua's having fun here. Joshua's suggesting queen d6, in the hope that pawn takes queen, knight takes mate. And the trouble is if pawn doesn't take queen, it's not mate. Very funny, Joshua. Right, Derek, another chance. White to play and threaten something. Try and get his pieces out. What can he do?
Bishop g5.
Yes, bishop g5. All right. What are you threatening?
The knight on e7.
As
Well, not
protect.
yet.
So
No.
if you had another move now, what move would you play?
Queen e7, e2.
Right, but you're attacking my knight 3 times, it's defended 3 times.
Oh.
Wouldn't you say your threat was bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop, knight takes g7, getting the pawn back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So bishop g5 has that threat. Right. What do you reckon black should do to get out of it?
f6.
Yeah, f6 looks obvious. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'm attacking his bishop. I'm attacking his knight. So what's he going to do? He might have to swap off on e7. I take with a queen check. His bishop drops back. Looking pretty good for me. Pawn up. Okay, so you guys, put your thinking cap on again. White to play. He's in attack mode. He doesn't want to swap off knights and retreat. What can he do? Thomas is suggesting queen h5 check. What on earth could white play here to keep his attack going? Zoli likes queen h5 check. Derek's looking at knight takes g7 check. Daniel and Bridgesh are looking at bishop takes f6. Maha wants bishop c4. Derek, did you suggest knight g7 check?
Yeah.
Alright, so tell me about that. So I'm going to take you with the bishop. What have you got then?
Queen h4 check.
Queen h5 check.
Oh, yeah, queen h5.
I go on f8. What have you got then?
Bishop c4.
Okay, say I play d5.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
It looks like it's not working.
Yeah.
Alright, not knight takes b7. So if you have to have a second choice, what would you go for your second choice?
Bishop c4.
Okay, but bishop c4, like we did a minute ago, what am I going to reply?
Take knight over bishop.
Take your knight or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's no good. Alright, I'll move on, give someone else a go. So thanks for help, Derek. Let's try Joey. You there, Joey?
Yeah, hello.
Joey, say something. Yeah. Hi. Which move did you choose?
Don't
Oh, you've written castles or
think
something.
I got
You
one.
can't castle. Sorry, say again? White to play. Which move do you want to do?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Some people have come up with the right move. So Daniel, Pob and Bridgesh, I think, are the only ones. So I'll show you what he played. He played, would you believe, bishop takes f6, saying, here's the bishop for a pawn. Looks a bit funny. So I took the bishop. So why on earth would he give up his bishop for a pawn? He's already a pawn down. Can you explain that to me, Joey? What's he up to? Joey,
He's trying to open up the king more.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Has he got a good follow-up move? What's his next move going to be?
If he moves queen to h5.
Yep. So he's got to play queen h5 check. So he's getting his queen, his most powerful attacking piece, out quickly. So that's okay. But I just block it. Knight g6. So black is a piece up. Is white threatening anything here, do you think?
Yeah.
What? What's he threatening? Is he threatening to take anything or checkmate or?
I guess checkmate.
No idea?
I guess. I'm not sure.
Where? Where's he? Okay. He doesn't really have a threat here. He's just a piece down. He's got two pieces out to one. So why would he do a silly thing like this? Why would he be a piece down? He must have some idea what he's doing. He's a strong international master. Any idea? What's he going to do now? If he can't threaten something, he's trying to attack.
Maybe he's going to attack the knight on g6 that's pinned.
Okay, so how could he do that?
Knight to h4.
He could do knight to h4, but then I would go, I'm thinking I would go queen e7 check, and then queen f7, and it's all fairly nicely covered. All right. What White's doing, White's really saying, I'm not going for like an immediate combination where I work out I take you, you take me, I take you, and it's good for me. He is just trying to get all his pieces out really quickly before black can castle, and he hopes he gets a good attack out of it. So he's playing on a wing and a prayer. So the move he actually does, which Derek has correctly picked, well done Derek, he just castles. He says, I'm going to get my bits out. What do you think of that? Would you rather be white or black, Joey? You there? I don't think your microphone's working too well today. You'd rather be white, all right? If black now played, let's say, d5 to block the bishop coming out, everyone type in, and you have a think, Joey, what would be white's reply if black chooses the defence d5? What would white play here? Bridgesh is suggesting rook e1. Derek's liking rook e1. Joshua is going knight h4. Lucas is going bishop c4. Zoli's going rook e1. Oliver wants bishop b5, which doesn't seem to help. I just play c6. Can you see anything, Joey? What would you do? Look at all checks and captures. No one's suggested it yet, but white has a very good move here. No idea? Joshua's going knight d6. No. Look at all checks and captures. Come on, Joey, you can do it. I've just played d5. What about rook takes d5? Queen takes rook. And I've got knight check winning the queen. No one found that. Okay. Right, so black has to be a little bit careful. Right, I'll move on and give someone else a go. So thanks, Joey. Let's try Liam. You there, Liam?
Yep,
Talk to me, Liam, if you're there.
I'm here. Yep.
Oh, you are. Good. All right, you can help me with the next few moves.
I'm here.
All right, excellent. So I didn't play d5 because I saw that trap. I played d6.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's everyone have a think. So, as I said, white has to find things to threaten. He has to get his pieces out quickly before black can castle and find threats. So I want everyone to think of a threat for white and type it in on the question box. What can he threaten? He's a piece for a pawn down. No, he's a whole piece down, actually, whole piece down. Lucas is going rook e1 check. Derek's going bishop b5. Lucas bishop d3 now. Zoli likes rook e1. Callum wants to play knight g7 and lose the knight for nothing. Daniel Pobbs got the right answer. What do you reckon, Liam? Have you found anything to threaten?
Not really. You could bring your bishop out.
Where would you put your bishop?
Maybe on d3 to attack the...
d3. Okay, that'd be protecting your knight, but not actually threatening something. All right. Well done, Daniel Pobb. You're the only one to get it right. What played knight h4? So now he's got a double attack on this g6 knight. So he might be able to get a pawn back and maybe open up black's king a bit. All right. What did I do here? I think I let him win the pawn. Yes, I just did bishop g7. Now he didn't in fact take that pawn straight away because I guess it's not going anywhere. He developed another piece, bishop c4. So when you think about general principles of attacking, white's got 4 pieces out attacking and the 5th one's not far away. So poor old black's only got 2 or 3 defenders, maybe 3 if you count the queen. But black has an extra piece. All right, bishop d5, bishop c4 rather. I played a funny move here. I played queen d7. Why do you reckon I did that? Any thoughts why my queen would want to go to d7, Liam?
Maybe to...
The next move is probably going to check me with his rook. So what's my idea?
You could try and... don't really know.
Okay, I'm clearing the d8 square in case my king decided it wants to run away and hide there. Because he's trying to attack me, so I've got to find somewhere to hide. Alright, so he goes rook e1 check, so now he's got 5 attacking pieces. Alright, now big question for everyone. I've got a choice of 2 ways I should go. Should I go king d8 and try and hide over there, or should I go king f8 and try and hide over there? Everyone type on the questions what move you reckon black should play here, d8 or f8. So Bridgesh and Oliver like d8, Joshua likes d8, Daniel Callum like d8, Thomas likes F8. Dolly Maha like D8. So most are going for D8. What do you reckon, Liam? D8 or F8?
I think D8.
Talk to me, say something. D8 or F8?
I think D8.
All right, why did you choose D8? What's your reason?
Because it looks quite a good hiding spot where you can sneak away.
A bit safer, okay. Yep, all right, that's probably true. All right, question for everyone. What would be White's move if I played King F8? I actually went to D8. I didn't go to F8. I decided it was safe on the Queen side. What would White play here if I played King F8? Type in your move for White, please. See what you can come up with. Daniel's suggesting knight takes G6, getting the pawn back. Lucas is agreeing. Maha's agreeing. Everyone else is thinking hard. Derek's going Queen D5. Callum's going Knight F5. Joey's trying Bishop E6. Liam, you got any thoughts?
Maybe Queen D5 to get diagonal.
D5. All right, so most people have suggested a move now. Now remember I said today's lesson was about attacking and using your imagination. There is a really good move here for White and no one has used their imagination to find it yet. I'll give you one more go. White has a killer move. Who is going to be the first to see it? Joshua's found it. Well done, Joshua. Anyone else? No, just Joshua. All right. White's killer move. Remember, look at all checks and captures. He can play Queen takes G6 because pawn takes queen, knight takes pawn is mate. Isn't that pretty? Thomas got it as well, I think. So, I was lucky I didn't go that way. I was lucky I went the other way to D8 because White might have had that pretty finish then. All right, so I can't castle anymore. What do you reckon White should do now, Leanne? He's a pawn, he's a piece down. Can he keep attacking? Should he take on G6 and try and get a pawn back? What should he do?
Maybe take on G6.
Yeah, take on G6. That's what he did. I took back. He took, so now he's got a pawn for the piece. So that's better than nothing, I guess. All right, so now I said, okay, how am I going to get out of this mess? Because what's my problem at the moment for black?
He's got more attackers than you have defenders.
I've got defenders. Look at my pieces. Do I have a problem with my pieces?
Your bishop is stuck and he can't come out.
Yeah, my bishop and my queen rook are both stuck back at home base. They're not really helping me at all. So I need to find some way to try and get my pieces out. If I can get my pieces out, I'll just be a piece up and I'll win. All right, so I said, okay, I'm going to give you a check, bishop h6 check. So he ran away, and then I went queen g7. Please swap off queens. If we swap off queens, I'm not going to get checkmated. I'm going to be a piece up and I'll live happily ever after. All right, what should White do now? Where would you move your queen, Liam?
Maybe e4 to try and get a strong attack on the motorway.
So the queen's attacked, so what move are you going to make?
Queen e4.
Yeah, we say put our pieces on the best square, so e4 is clearly the best square. All right, thanks, Liam. I'll give someone else a go now. Let's try Lucas. You there, Lucas? Can you talk to me, Lucas? Nope, Lucas not talking. All right, we'll try Maha. You there, Maha?
Hello?
Talk to me, Maha.
Hello?
Hello, how are you today?
Good.
That's good. All right, you can help me with the next couple of moves?
Okay.
All right, so I'm sitting there as black. I've got a piece for 2 pawns, and I'm trying to think how I can get my pieces into the game. So now I'd like to move my bishop out somewhere, but why can't I do that?
Because of mate on E8. Mate on E7
No,
or
E8
E8.
covered. No, E7's covered as well by the queen.
B7,
If I move
B7.
my bishop out,
B7.
yeah, it'd take on B7. All right. So I said, okay, I'll play rook B8 to cover that pawn, so I can move my bishop out next move, hopefully. So I reckon it's looking good for me. All right, so now everyone, let's pretend we're white again. So we're in a pickle. If we don't find something to threaten really quickly, black's going to get his pieces out and he's going to win. So put your thinking caps on. White's to play. How can he try and keep attacking? What move could he make that's going to give him attacking possibilities? So Joshua's suggesting bishop b5 with a subtle threat of mate, but if I see it, he might be in a pickle. Daniel's suggesting bishop b5 as well. Joey wants to play rook d6 check and give me a free rook. Lucas wants to play bishop e6 and swap off my bishop which hasn't moved. Victor's thinking the same. No one's got the move yet. Maha, what move would you like to play? Have you seen any good attacking move?
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Okay. Well, the thing to do, if you're trying to attack, is think about which piece isn't helping you and try and put it on a better square. So White said, all right, my queen's rook here on d1 is not helping too much. So he just played rook d3, whoops, rook d3. The idea probably being to swing across to g3 and hit the queen, see if he can get that rook into the game. All right, so I replied f5, so that's hitting his queen and sort of opening up the diagonal for my queen as well, so my queen's a bit better placed. So White's got to move his queen. Where should the queen go, do you think?
Either on... She should keep, F7.
Can't go to E8 or E7. Sorry, say again, Maha, your microphone's breaking up a bit.
D7. D7.
No, can't go to E7 because I take it with a queen.
D7.
Can't go to D7. Do you mean D5? Is that the thing you mean?
Maybe
D5,
okay,
maybe?
yeah. Yeah.
I think your microphone's playing up, so I'll have to move on. So thanks, Maha. We'll try Oliver. You there, Oliver?
Yes,
Say something, Oliver.
I'm here.
Oh, hopefully your microphone's a bit better than Maha. So, good. So where should you put your queen? White's queen's attack, where should it go?
I was thinking of H4.
Okay. But what would black do then?
Maybe,
Wouldn't he just sort of
Bishop
interpose with the bishop or the
G4.
queen and you've got to move your queen again?
yeah.
Yeah, all right. So what's a better square?
I don't really know.
All right. Well, the move he chose, I'll show you. He played queen d5. So the queen's still in the middle of the board, putting a bit of pressure on some of the position. All right, but it's not actually threatening something at the moment, I'm thinking. So I played queen f6. So just in case his rook wanted to attack me, I anticipated that, so I got my queen out of the way. Alright, now it's getting really hard for white. He's sitting there. He's got his 4 pieces out, but there doesn't seem to be much to attack. So what he needs is a really sneaky idea. So everyone, on the questions, with your thinking cap on, white to play, what can he attack? Have a look around. Is there some attacking move he can make? See what you can come up with. So Joey's thinking maybe he could attack the f5 pawn, so it's defended twice, so might be a struggle. Rugesh is looking at bishop b5, but I'm probably going to play c6 maybe, or even bishop d7 perhaps to be alright. Maha wants to double rook, but it doesn't actually threaten anything. You coming up with any ideas, Oliver?
No.
No, it's pretty hard. No one's found the right idea. Alright, I'll show you the move he played. He played queen a5. Alright, so what's that attacking?
The a7 pawn and the c7.
Yeah, the c7 is protected, but it's threatening the a7 pawn, and if he took that one, then next move he'd be able to take the rook, because the rook's not defended and it's got nowhere to go. So he's done a good job. He's found an attacking move. Okay, now I should probably play. What do you think I should play, Oliver? Give me a hint. So he's attacking my pawn. What should I do?
a6.
Yeah, probably just a6, or I could even go bishop g7, he plays c3, then I play a6. That looks pretty okay, but white has a sneaky move that I saw coming and I was a bit worried about. So everyone use your imagination again, put on your thinking caps. If we're in this position and it's white's go, what move could he play? Lucas is suggesting rook d1, not rook d1. Joshua is suggesting rook takes d6. I just take it with a queen, Joshua. Thank you for the free rook. Joey is suggesting the same. Lucas is saying rook e to d1. Nope. You need to put your imagination into top gear here, because this is a pretty tricky move. Joshua's bishop b3, but I don't really see what that's threatening Joshua. Callum's going bishop a6. I just take it. Thank you for the bishop. I'll give you a little hint. So you'll have to notice that the queen's attacking c7, which means the d6 pawn's under pressure from the rook because the c7 pawn is pinned. So if white would like to play rook takes d6 check, but he can't because the queen is covering it. Any ideas, Oliver?
No.
No one's got it yet? No. All right. I'll show you then. White could play, tricky move, rook d6. So let's have a look at it. So rook e6, attacking the queen and the d pawn. So for instance, if I take, now he plays rook takes d6 check. So my king moves, he's got rook takes bishop check. I'm dropping my queen. It's all horrible. I lose straight away. So that would have been a really clever attack. So I chickened out of playing a6 and I played b5. I thought, oh well, I'll go for the counter-attack. Alright. But he now played rook e6, his killer move. So the game is in the balance here. He's a piece down, but he's got a really powerful attack going. My queen's attacked, my d6 pawn's attacked. Everyone, what can I do? Black to play. Put your thinking cap on again. Use your imagination. And type in what you reckon. Callum's going queen g5. Derek's found the good move. Well done, Derek. See if anyone else can find it. So it's the same as before. If bishop takes rook, rook takes d6 check, and I'm in all sorts of trouble. Oliver's suggesting queen f7. Lucas is suggesting b takes c. Zoli wants queen h4, which is illegal. Oh no, it's not. It's not illegal. Sorry, it's black's move. No, that doesn't really help much. Victor wants queen f7. Joey wants to play queen takes rook. Oliver, any thoughts? Can you help them? What would you do?
I said queen f7.
Queen f7. Okay. Now the only trouble is with that, you'll notice that the queen is now lined up with my bishop. Okay, so I can play rook d6 check. And then next move the bishop's going to take the queen. So I'll be in a pickle. Alright, only one person got it, and that was Derek. Well done, Derek. So the move I played queen takes b2 check. The kamikaze queen. Alright, he has to take me. What can I do now, Oliver? I've just lost my queen for a pawn.
Take the rook.
Take the rook. Is that the best move, or is there another move I should do first? Just take the rook. He's still going to play that rook d6 check, remember? Look at all checks and captures. Joshua's come up with the right idea. Joey, Lucas, they all come up with the right idea. Black to play. No idea?
No idea.
Alright, I'll move on, see if someone else can find it. Thanks for your help, Oliver. Alright, let's try Oscar. You there, Oscar?
Yes.
Right, what do you reckon Black should play here?
Take the bishop using the pawn.
Yes, take the bishop check with the rook. So at least we get a bishop out of it. He plays king c3. Alright, now we've still lost our queen. So what are we going to do now?
Well, you can take either of those rooks. I just don't know which one.
Okay, well we need to decide. Alright, everyone. What should Black do here? Joshua's come up with the right answer. He could take two rooks, or he might want to do something different. Black to play. Arthur wants to take the d3 rook. Maha likes the d3.
Oh,
I'm going to take an e6. Joey wants to do a different move. Oscar, what move do you want?
Is it something to do with bishop to g7? Random
Yes,
guess.
bishop g7. Bishop g7 first, because we look at all checks and captures.
Cool.
Now, of course, if his king was to take the pawn, then I could play bishop takes rook check. And I'd probably be out of all my troubles. So he doesn't do that. He runs away to d2. Now, I still have to decide which rook I'm going to take now. Which one do you want to take?
I suppose you can get your bishop into the game by taking
Okay,
the
so
rook
I'm
on
going to
e.
take the e6 one. Yeah, all right, that's what I did. I took the rook on e6. So now I've got two bishops and a rook for a queen. So you'd hope that was pretty good. What's White going to reply? What do you think he could do here, Oscar?
Well, you could... It's threatened. You can move to
d3 is attacked.
The rook to g3
Play rook g3. All right. Is there another move? Use your imagination. Joey's found it. Lucas has found this.
You can take the pawn on a
Derek's
and
found it.
on a7.
Right, we could take the pawn on a7. He's probably then just black's maybe
Take
going
the pawn on b6.
Yes, remember, look at all checks and captures. So white's still attacking because he's got rook d6 check. All right, now I'm in a bit of a pickle because if I play bishop d7 maybe? Let me think. Oh no, that's probably not so bad. Yeah, in fact I think I have to play bishop d7. I can't play king e7 because the queen will then take on c7 and he'll have the queen and the rook cooperating really well. Alright, so I play bishop d7. So now he's got queen and pawn for rook and 2 bishops, so it's getting pretty tight. White to play. Alright, come on guys, what should white do here? Still a pretty interesting position. So type on the questions, what do you reckon would be a good move for white? Lucas is going queen a4, which is not too good because I do pawn takes rook. Callum's going queen f5, which is the same, I do pawn takes rook. Zoli's going queen c7, but I just take it with my king. So far we've had some pretty lousy moves. Come on. White to play. Oscar wants queen a7. Might be alright. Derek wants rook d7, giving back the exchange. Zoli likes queen a7 now. Oliver likes rook b6, I'm guessing he means. Well, no, g6, rook g6. What do you reckon, Oscar? What do you choose?
Well, I said queen a7.
Queen a7. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's go queen a7. Alright, let's say... Now, do I want to go there or there? I might give you pawn to c3 check. Where do you want to put your king?
Pawn?
Pawn to c3 check, you move your king, maybe say d3.
Yeah, well,
Alright,
yeah.
Alright, I'll take the rook, you'll take my rook, I'll go to e7. So now you've got queen and 2 pawns, and I've got rook and 2 bishops. Who do you reckon's winning?
Sorry, what was that again?
So white's got queen and 2 pawns, black's got rook and 2 bishops. Who do you reckon's winning?
Oh, so it's, it's actually 1 points, isn't it, though? Rook and 2 bishops.
Oh, your microphone's breaking up, I'm afraid. Anyway, I think black is winning fairly comfortably there. So there's one good move. So thanks, Oscar. I'll move on. So there's one good move here, and that is rook takes bishop check. I have to take with the king. Then he takes on f5 check. I ran away to e7. Then he played queen e4 check. I think I ran away to d8. He checked me on d5. And basically I can't find a good way to get out of his checks. So we agreed to a draw. Sort of a perpetual check. So anyway, that was quite an interesting game, I thought. That game won the Beauty Prize, would you believe? Not the Brilliancy Prize, because they called it a Beauty Prize in those days for the most beautiful finish. And white certainly did a lot of nice sacrificing and used his imagination. And I guess I contributed a little bit with queen takes b2 check and the counter attack there. So that's the lesson for today. I hope all you guys will try and use your imagination a little bit more and look at all checks and captures and maybe come up with some of those good moves like we saw in today's game. So just before I go, quick mention, of course, some of you will hopefully realise the World Championships on at the moment. Anand versus Carlson in India. I think matches start at 8:30 every night, or two nights on and then a rest night. So if you want to follow that, just Google Carlson versus Anand World Chess Championship, and you'll have some really good chess to hopefully follow in the next few days. I'm hoping they'll play a good short game soon, and maybe we can have a look at that next week in next week's lesson. So anyway, that's the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Good night.